This is Get Your Rack Out. This is Heather Mack. I'm very pleased to be here with Delain. Hello.
Hello.
How are you, Martin?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. So you were saying you got here yesterday. And what have you been up to since yesterday?
Well, actually, it was pretty boring, which is sometimes nice. We just checked in the hotel, and actually we watched a Kiss. How do you say? Tribute band.
Ah, right. Okay.
Which is nice, and had some drinks, and yeah, it was pretty cool.
Okay. So what have you guys been up to in the last few months?
Well, actually, we were quite busy so far. We did quite some shows in quite some countries. We've been to Japan and to Brazil and to Argentina. Oh, and of course we did the 70,000 Tons of Metal cruise beginning of this year.
How did you find playing on a cruise ship?
It was a really big punishment, and it's hard work. But somebody has to do it. No, it was it was really cool, and I was not seasick at all. But it felt a little bit like you had some drinks, some alcoholic drinks, because when you were playing, the stage went like this a little bit.
Oh wow!
And it was interesting, but in general, it was really, really cool. One of the most fun things I ever did, and I really hope we can do it again in 2015 or something. I hope the skipper is watching. Yeah, it'd be cool.
Oh, brilliant. So, obviously you've played all around the world. How do you find the UK shows and compare with around the world?
Well, in general, they are really bad. No, they
we'll show you tonight.
No. I love being in the UK. I don't know what it is, but it's always nice to talk with people from the UK. I think we have a little bit the same humor, like the same jokes, like making fun of yourself, and that's.
We're good at that.
Yeah, but that's also something typically Dutch.
Oh, right.
So
okay.
it's there are some similarities, let's say.
Yeah.
And the crowd is great as well. It's always a pleasure to play in the UK. Absolutely.
So we're here at Dames of Darkness Festival in Wolverhampton, Bilston, and you're headlining tonight. When you started Delain, obviously as a founder of Delain, did you start with the idea of having a female-fronted band?
Actually, to be very honest, no.
So it's something that's evolved.
It evolved, and there was no plan or something. It just happened, and it went how it went. Yeah.
Brilliant. So is the sound that you've got now, is that something that you always wanted coming along, or again has that had influences from the other members? Yes,
but you always want to evolve.
Yeah.
And so over time what you want changes. That's always how it goes in life in general as well.
Yeah, in general.
So in music I think that's the same. Although I still like some elements which I like for a very long time. I like the dramatic, I like melancholic, I like heavy stuff. And those elements didn't change so far, but how to make those elements did change.
Right, interesting. Yeah. Cool. So you've got a special album out at the moment. In fact, it's out everywhere now, Interlude. Where did the idea for this arise? Because it's a very different type of album with covers and lives, and obviously it's got 3 new tracks on there as well. What made you put out an album like that?
Well, we had a lot of material laying around.
Right.
And at a certain point we also recorded a lot of live material, both video footage but also audio stuff.
Right, okay.
And we thought, and we also received a lot of requests from fans saying, when are you gonna put out some DVD material and stuff we can see on TV? And we had actually the perfect mix of material to make something like this, like a DVD CD product, and that's what we did.
Oh, fantastic. Well, it sounds good. We've been looking at that as well. Look forward to we've got the review coming now. You've got some interesting and diverse covers on there. Is that so it's not necessarily what people will expect? I'm not going to give it away because it's not fair, but it's interesting. Does that give you a little bit of an insight into your personal music choices as well?
Yeah, because a lot of our members, of course, they went music-wise, they went aware in the 80s.
Right.
And for example, 2 out of 3 covers is made in the 80s.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we have something going on there, and we like these songs. It's all people underestimate how difficult it is to do a cover, because
Yeah.
at one hand you want to honor the original, but on the other hand you have to give your own touch to it,
Right.
because otherwise why cover? Why
You want
cover
to make it your own.
Yeah, exactly. So that's pretty difficult. But actually we made those covers already in 2009 or 2010, I think.
Right.
So we had them already.
So you're only just getting the chance to release them.
Yeah, we thought like we need a good mixture of material, and these covers, they blended in perfectly, at least to our feeling. So it's for everybody to decide, of course.
Yeah.
But for us, it was perfect to do that. So that's why I put it on here.
Fantastic. So here at the Days of Darkness, is there anyone you're looking forward to checking out this afternoon?
Well, some bands I already know. I never saw Visions of Atlantis. I'm gonna check that out. And we had a band like Wisdom, for example, supporting us a couple of years ago. So yeah, it's gonna be nice.
Should be a good day. Looking forward to it. So obviously you originated within Temptation, and are you excited about touring with them again next year? So
Yeah,
you've got
sure.
the big tour.
Yeah,
2014.
sure. Yeah, it feels like a little bit like family, of course.
Yeah.
So it's very nice. I'm very much looking forward to it, and it's gonna be fun. But also with the crowd, for me it feels like it's not a support. I don't feel like a support act, have to conquer that crowd, because secretly it feels a little bit like my own crowd.
Of course, with the first album, and obviously some of your original stuff from Delain had Sharon on the sound. She did one of the tracks originally, didn't she?
Yeah, that's true.
So, how do you find it different supporting bands from headlining your own shows?
Yeah, it's very different. It's a completely different discipline to support. Actually, at one hand, supporting is more easy because you don't have a very big production going on. The responsibility of the evening is not on you, you know.
Not just you,
On the other hand, it's a challenge because you have to conquer the crowd. Although I have to say, Within Temptation, I have this challenge a little bit less.
Yeah.
But even then, of course, you're supporting bands to reach new people and to hope they like your music. So that's the challenge part. And of course, when you do a headline show, people already come to see you. So that's the difference. And beside that, you have less possibilities in terms of space, equipment, and that kind of stuff. So it both has its charms and its challenges. Yeah.
Great. What's the best thing about being on tour?
The best thing about being on tour is that you meet a lot of people. It's the cliches, really. It's the cliches, like meeting a lot of people. If you have a day off, then you can do some sightseeing. People think that you see a lot, but
do you get days off?
Yeah, actually, when you do a long tour, then most of the time you play around 4 or 5 days, and then you have 1 or 2 days off. That's mostly how it goes. And in those days, of course, you can see some stuff.
Yeah.
Or, for example, when you play in a capital city like Madrid or Paris or something, well, then you're in the city already, and then in the morning you can do some sightseeing. But if you're in Dudley or in Wolverhampton, then of course you're not gonna drive to Birmingham or something.
Depending on what you want to see.
Yeah, so then you don't see a lot. But you don't always need to see a lot, and it's nice to meet new people. And there are a lot of charms in touring. Yeah.
Fantastic. So what can we expect for you guys for the rest of 2013 before you start, obviously, your tour in 2014?
Well, we're very busy writing for our new album, because Interlude is kind of an
interlude.
So we're very busy with that, and we are also, of course, playing some festivals in the summer.
Yay.
I think we're quite busy with those activities, and then in 2014 we want to release the new album and
Oh, brilliant.
yeah, start all over with the whole round.
Start
let's say.
again, yeah.
Yeah.
Album tour. Yeah, because of course this time last year you were in the UK, but your album wasn't released until June. So hopefully we might get a few snippets from it earlier on in the year.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'm hoping. We're looking forward to the new one anyway.
I hope you will like it, but when it comes to the UK, most of the time, yeah, people can appreciate our stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm not that nervous for it.
I should hope not. Well, thank you very much for your time, and we look forward
You're
to seeing you
welcome.
on stage later.
Thanks.
Thank you.